Namaste. This is JVN Dr. Vishal Saxena, Associate Professor in Mathematics in Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss on the module Demand and Supply Graph. This session is a part of the course Operation Research under the program of BBA 6th semester and BBA LLB 6th semester of the university. The today's topic is about the demand and supply graph, and as all we know that this part of the demand and supply, which is related with the economics, is a very important subject, important part of the subject Operation Research. And the demand and supply graph is related with the concept of demand and supply, and are just representation of demand and supply, and equilibrium between the demand and supply is shown by the graphical way in the today's session. And this will explain that how the demand changes with the supply and how the supply will changes with the demand. And if the demand and the supply just will be equal, means just if we suppose for any commodity the demand of the commodity is equal to the supply of the commodity, then this is called a point of equilibrium. And in this can be just taken as a point of equilibrium where the demand is equal to the supply for the commodity. So the today's session is about the whole discussion on this topic of demand and supply. And as all we know that demand and supply is a very important part in the economy, and just on this demand and supply concept the whole economy is based, the concept of the business is based, and this is the just very important topic on which every country just depends, and economy can be just defined on this topic. So for the today's discussion we are having some slides for the explanation of demand and supply graph and their basic terminology with example. So we are having these slides, and now we share these slides to explain this topic. To explain this topic more, and now we take this part. So initially the concept of the demand and supply is just defined here, and we can see according to one of the microeconomic textbook from the Oxford, demand and the supply is the basis of the economic of pricing, that the prices are determined using the demand and supply concept. So one of the important concept with just related with the demand and supply is the price, and the price can be determined with the use of the demand and supply. So in the other words, demand and supply system is to show the dependence of demand and supply on the price. So it's a very important part of the economics that the demand and supply will depend on the price. And now what is demand? So according to Oxford microeconomic textbooks, this microeconomic textbooks want to mean to have a desire or a wish for the something, while demand is the desire or the need of customers for the goods and services which they want to buy or use. So that is the definition of the demand, and just we can understand this demand as a desire or a wish for the something, while demand is the desire or need of the customers for goods and services which they want to buy or use. Now next is the law of demand. The law of demand is to explain that when higher the price of a good, the lower is the quantity demanded for that good. When the price is the lower down, the quantity demanded is higher. So that is the basic concept of the economics that just can be understood by the law of demand, and it can explain that when higher the price of a good, then definitely the quantity is demanded, the quantity demanded is low, and when the price for the price of the commodity is lower down, then the quantity demanded is higher. Besides that, the law of demand also explains that there will be a negative or an inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded. Now next is the determinants of demand. So determinants of the demand can be defined as when there is changes in price, quantity demanded will change. So it means that determinants of the demand now can be just understand as when there is changes in price, then the quantity demanded will also changes. It is a movement along the same demand curve, and when the factors other than the price changes, demand curve will shift. Next, the concept of supply, because we are today we are discussing on the graph of the demand and supply. So it is also required to understand what is supply. Then that Matt Johnson defines supply as the total quantity of a product or the service that the marketplace can offer. So it means this can be understand as the total quantity of a commodity or the product or the service that the marketplace can offer. The quantity supplied is the amount of a product or the service that the suppliers will supply willingly with a given price. Next is the law of supply. The law of supply states that higher the price of a good, higher the quantity supplied. So according to the law of supply, that states that higher the price of a good, higher the quantity supplied for that good, and lower the price, lower the quantity supplied. So it is stated that the law of supply is a positive or a direct relationship between the price and the quantity that is supplied. So it means just this we can understand that there is a positive relationship between the two these things. One is the price and the second is the quantity supplied, and just means we can understand that that the higher the price of a good, the higher the quantity supplied for the good, and same for the negative in the negative way. So goods that sold by the seller will want to gain more profit. That's why goods are normally sell more at a higher price. Now next is the supply and demand. So supply and demand in economics relationship between the quantity of a commodity that producers wish to sell at various price and the quantity that consumers wish to buy. So what is supply? Just we can understand that between the quantity of a commodity that. So supply and demand in economics relationship between the quantity of a commodity that producers wish to sell at various prices and the quantity that consumers want to buy. So just these are the basic concepts of the supply and demand, and we can just understand by a relationship, and we will also explain with the diagram. So it is the main model of price determination used in economic theory, and the price of a commodity is determined by the interaction of supply and demand in the market. So just we have already explained that the both concept of demand and supply are related with the price, and therefore the price of a commodity can be obtained, can be determined by the interaction of supply and demand in a market. The resulting price is referred to as equilibrium price and represents an agreement between the producers and consumers of the good. In equilibrium, the quantity of a good supplied by the producers equal to the quantity demanded by the consumers. So that is called the equilibrium, where the quantity supplied by the producers, by the suppliers, will be equal to the quantity demanded by the consumers. And now we are having this graph between the supply and demand, and we can see there the two straight lines are shown. That suppose one straight line for the supply S and one is for the demand D. So just we can understand this graph here, and that is there is a intersecting point, show that and just it will explain that for the quantity Q the price will be P, and that is the means we can understand in that way that price P is a price for any commodity whose quantity is Q, and it can be obtained by the intersecting point of the demand and supply graph. So demand and supply graph just will explain that the two straight lines and their intersection point, and intersection point will just exhibit the price P for a particular quantity Q for some commodity. And what is equilibrium? Equilibrium where supply meets demand. So equilibrium is the point where demand for a product equals the quantity supplied. So it can be understand that it is a point where the demand for a product which is equal to the quantity supplied by the supplier, and this means that there is no surplus and no shortage of the goods at this point, just both are equal. A shortage occurs when the demand exceeds supply, and in other words when the price is too low. However, shortages tend to drive up the price because the consumers compete to purchase the product. As a result, businesses may hold back supply to stimulate demand, and this enables them to raise the price. So just it will explaining that the how the prices will be affected by the supply and the demand for the commodity, and just we have understand that the equilibrium condition here where the both demand and the supply will be equal at this point. And a graph is shown that here just for the demand and supply, and just it is the example for this demand and supply. And in our gas example, the market equilibrium price is suppose $1.5 and with a supply of 75 liters per consumer per week. So here just we are given that the price that is $1.5 and a supply of 75 liters per consumer per week, and this is represented by the point at which the supply and demand curves intersect, and we can see here the intersecting point is just shown that, and for the price and for the liters, that means for the consumption, for the requirement demand. So just it can be understood that and here the two curves are shown that and their intersecting point is just exhibiting the just here the price for the particular quantity of the commodity, and this figure shows the demand and supply relationship. So in this way just in the today's session we have discussed about the demand and the supply graph and their definitions, their importance, and just we have explained that the price is related with the concept of demand and supply. Now students are advised to prepare this topic and just attempt objective and subjective questions for examination and competitive examinations. Thank you.